I believe 2025 will be the year of extreme growth. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Hollywood Bound Actor Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Hollywood Bound Actor Podcast. It's me, it's Christine Horn, and my hair, honey. If you're listening on the podcast, you might want to come over to YouTube because she has a new wig, honey. Let me tell you about this wig, first of all. You see, we got to get into things that are important. I have a room full of wigs. Some are in bins, bags, on wig heads. And the older ones, I no longer have the name of them. And so I'll just pull one out randomly and be like, "Oh, this is cute. I remember this." And then you don't realize you're gonna really love one. And so I end up really loving this one, and I have no idea what the name of it is. I do know it's like a Bobby Brown. That's all I know. So I got to do some research. But anyway, I'm feeling good. Happy New Year, Hollywood bound actors. 2024, as you know, I took some breaks and cared for myself. I had a lot going on, as I'm sure many of you have. And let me just say, I am just grateful. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be on this microphone. I'm grateful for breath. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for our amazing Hollywood bound actors community. The fact that we have each other to lean on, to talk to ask questions with, to cry with, to celebrate with. Like, I don't take that lightly. And I'm just so grateful. So I'm happy to bring you another season of this podcast. This is our fifth season. I usually just start the season in January at the top of the year. It just makes it real easy for me. I have no idea how many episodes will be in the season. It's not that curated, but here we are. But I do want, before we get into today's topic, which is just about, where we're headed, I I do want to let you know that I had a chance to interview some amazing actors recently, well, like the last quarter of 2024. And I'm excited to bring some of those interviews to you on the podcast this season. Um, I know I'm grateful for sharing with you and being able to share my voice and my opinions with you. But something I always tell my students is I'm not the only expert. And each and every one of us are experts at our own life. We have lived our life, the good, the bad, the ugly. And sometimes it's good to hear other people's stories and journeys to know that you are not alone. So you can look forward to that. I'll be sprinkling in interviews as I just come talk to you privately. Well, personally, like this. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. My editor is working on those as I speak. And yeah, the first episode actually of the first, come on, Christine, where are your words? The first interview will be with one of my past clients, Ursula O. Robinson, who went viral for her role in Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black. And she can be seen now on Beauty in Black. And when I tell you that interview was so moving and so inspiring, I'm really excited for you to hear it and watch it. So let me just say this too. I got a lot of things I got to say. Okay. I just want to thank you, those of you who reach out to me on Instagram, on TikTok, those of you who do the duets and comment, or when you see me in the street, you speak and let me know how much the podcast and this community means to you. I'm really grateful because it just reminds me that this is worth doing, right? It takes extra time, but it really does encourage me. So I want to thank you for that. So as I'm thinking about this new year, and as we're in it now. At the time of this recording, it's January 3rd, and made me think about this past year, 2024 and 2023. Of course, were such emotional roller coasters with the strikes and then productions being behind and move lots of work moving to out of the country. AI has been a thing. Excuse me, a lot of shows have gotten canceled. Though there has been work for some, there hasn't been as much work for many as we would like. And so it made me start thinking of what is something that you, me, what can we do to keep ourselves encouraged and tapped into our creativity as actors? Because as we know, it's easy to feel like, oh, because I'm not on a big, big budget set, I'm not doing my job. I am not truly, it can feel like I'm not truly acting. I'm not truly being a working actor, because I don't know, I'm going to my 9 to 5 or my 5 to 10, or I'm just doing side hustles because acting can't sustain me full time. Like, whatever your situation is, I wanted to just offer something aside from the money part. I want to really encourage us to maintain the creative part. And so I was thinking about this. What if we challenged each other and challenged ourselves to find a way to act, to be creative at least once a month? Now, for some of you, you're already doing this already. And I don't just mean self tape auditions if you happen to get one, I mean intentional, creative tapping in. That could look like so many things. It could look like you just filming an Instagram reel that's a bit more thought out. Maybe you filmed something on Instagram or TikTok that has transitions or a little music behind it. Maybe you're doing a monologue. Maybe you are creating characters, playing, manifesting out loud, imagining yourself on a hit show that you've been dying to be on. And if you were to get cast, well, what kind of character would you be? Maybe you decide once a month, I'm going to dress as a character. If I were going to be added to, I don't know, what's the show that's on right now? If I were going to be added to Bridgerton, I think Danielle, shout out to Danielle Pinnock, a friend of mine who you know from the show Ghosts on CBS. She's a queen of manifestation and calling things forth. And if you follow her on Instagram, if you don't, you should. Her Instagram, I believe, is Body Courage. And what I love about when I follow her and see her posts is she just manifests out loud. And she's like, if I were on Bridgerton, this is the character I'd be. Or, she'll just come up with a whole elaborate scene. She'll get a costume and she'll write a script for herself. And she didn't wait, And this isn't about a budget, it is about creativity. I think, and I'm guilty of this too. So just know I'm not talking to you from a high horse, okay? I'm talking to you from a place of getting caught up in life and just everyday stuff. And outside of auditioning, sometimes it's like, oh shoot, what have I done? Like, I know I got it. Like, the book and magnet's always here, but I really been thinking, I just want to make sure I just keep massaging that muscle of my creativity, whether I'm getting a check for it or not. Because what I believe is what you focus on expands, right? Positive or negative. That's basic law of attraction. So I want to focus on more creativity. I want to focus on more fun. So you get to choose what that looks like for you. But I wanted to just, I don't know, maybe let you think about that and see how that might show up, because it's easy to blink and it's been 4 months and you haven't done anything. It's easy to blink and it's 4 months and you only had a couple of auditions and now you're feeling rusty, versus like, okay, I'm going to take, I'm going to mark on my calendar the third Saturday of every month. And that third Saturday of every month, I'm going to take 2 hours in the morning before I take the kids to soccer or before I start running errands or whatever, and say, I'm just going to play. I'm going to play on my phone for 2 hours. Ladies, I'm going to beat my face and I don't know, do something on my backdrop, something. I don't care. There's no rules here. It's not being submitted to Sundance Film Festival. It's just for you. It's just for fun. Um, so yeah, you can DM me at actress Christine Horn or at Hollywood Bound Actors and tell me what you think. What are you going to work on? Oh, and speaking of that, if you follow us on Instagram at Hollywood Bound Actors, I created what they call it, what do they call that thing? A thread, a channel. It's a channel. When you go to our Instagram page, we're looking at our bio, you'll see a thing that says like channel. Let me look at it because I feel like I'm saying the wrong word. Let's go look at it. Hang on. So when you go to our profile, when you go to my profile, it'll say my HBA tribe. And right now we have, as of this recording, there's 86 members. So this is just you may have seen this on Instagram if you're on there, where you just click the button and you can join. And I've been sending like little voice notes, pick behind the scenes pictures, stuff I'm not posting publicly on the Instagram public facing page or anything. I just want to find a way to still just build that closer connected community with you. A few days ago, right before the new year, I posted in there like, what do you want to see more content about on this channel? And I got a few great replies, and it helped me brainstorm a bit on bringing meaningful content to the Instagram platform. So check it out. It costs nothing. It's just you just literally click it. So I think after I get done with this podcast, I'll post a little some. I'll post a behind the scene clip in there, and a little message. It's really easy for me to send a voice note. So fun fact about me, like to my friends and my clients, I'm the queen of voice notes. I'm not a big texter. I just don't. I get annoyed with texting. Like once I have beyond a couple of sentences, like just I rather talk it. I just rather send a voice message. And I love getting voice messages from people too. And that's why I love podcasts so much because it's like, I don't know, something about that auditory experience just makes me feel so much closer to people. That and video. I think video is number one, then audio is another second for intimacy. But that's all I had today. I'm so proud of myself for showing up. I have two new puppies. My that I adopted from the shelter. Rumi, I adopted in August, and I right before my birthday's December 13th. So on December 11th, I ended up adopting a second rescue puppy. His name is Apollo. He is a German Shepherd. I got him at 10 weeks old. And so, honey, I have been potty training and not getting a lot of sleep but loving it and loving the beautiful chaos that is happening in my house right now. So even just me putting on makeup, putting on this hair, and giving you this good word today and speaking into my own spirit is a huge step for me today. So shout out to those of you who have human children, and Ray, God bless you. All right, well, that's all for now. My intention is to be here more, but I do it without putting pressure on myself. So look out for interviews that are coming. They're being edited right now. And I will see you next time. Remember to keep shining bright like this star that you are.